Demi Moore has long existed outside the usual rules of celebrity relevance. While many public figures rise and fade with changing tastes, her presence has remained steady because it is anchored in intention rather than image. At 61, she is not attempting to reclaim the spotlight of her youth or compete with younger versions of herself. Instead, she occupies her current moment fully, with a calm authority that feels earned. Recent photos of her relaxing in a bikini drew global attention not because they were provocative, but because they reflected a woman comfortable inhabiting her own body and life. There was no performance in them, only ease. That ease is the result of years of conscious choices. Demi's relationship with fitness has never been about extremes or obsession. She treats movement as maintenance, not punishment. Strength training, flexibility work, and modern fitness tools have all played a role, but none of them dominate her identity. Exercise is integrated into her days the way nourishment or rest is, necessary, but not all consuming. Often it's shared. Working out alongside her daughters transforms wellness from a solitary pursuit into a point of connection, reinforcing that health thrives when it's supported by relationships and enjoyment rather than rigid discipline. Equally central to her evolution is the inner work she speaks about with unusual clarity. Demi has described her commitment to emotional sobriety as a turning point, a practice of self awareness that requires honesty without self judgment. Rather than striving for control or perfection, she emphasizes acceptance and responsiveness. This mindset influences everything from how she navigates public scrutiny to how she relates to her own aging. There is a softness to her confidence now, but it is not fragile. It's grounded, shaped by experience, and free from the need to convince anyone else. Her career choices mirror that same philosophy. Demi has repeatedly stepped into roles that complicate expectations rather than reinforce them. From the emotional openness of Ghost to the physical rigor and psychological endurance demanded by G.I. Jane, she has never limited herself to a single dimension. Those performances weren't just milestones, they were statements about range, agency, and refusal to be boxed in. Outside of film, she continues to speak candidly about body image, self worth, and the often unspoken pressures placed on women to remain palatable as they age. That transparency has become one of her most influential qualities. The reaction to her recent images reveals something larger than celebrity fascination. It signals a cultural hunger for representations of aging that are neither hidden nor sensationalized. Demi embodies a form of integration where physical vitality, emotional intelligence, ambition, and vulnerability coexist without contradiction. Her presence feels celebratory because it isn't trying to prove relevance, it assumes it. In the end, Demi Moore's significance lies not in how long she has remained visible, but in how deliberately she has lived within that visibility. She shows that aging can be expansive rather than limiting, that confidence can quiet down without diminishing, and that beauty gains depth when it's rooted in self knowledge. Her journey reframes longevity as an act of authorship, choosing again and again to live truthfully. That is the kind of influence that doesn't fade,